Hi guys, Duke Delayed here for Pickup Daily. I'm answering a question again from Set It today. It says, how do I talk to girls at church? I'm going to talk about church girls and their surrounding religious stuff today on this episode of Pickup Daily. How do I talk to girls at church? Oh man, I'm going to love shooting infield with this. Remind me about shooting infield in a church. This is going to be a good time. Anyways, church girls are the same as normal girls. They just go to church, right? Obviously, their religious leanings may or may not have an effect on their sexual orientation and their sexual preferences. So make sure that you evaluate some of that stuff before you get a girl who's really into no premarital sex, save yourself for marriage, that kind of stuff. Make sure that you get that conversation out early so that you know that whether or not you're wasting your time. When you're talking to girls at church, you're talking about normal girls in a day game place, right? You can go and you can cold approach girls at church. You can approach girls kind of in a social circle way. You can definitely cold approach girls at a large church and have very little repercussions. In fact, if I can do it on one of my Sundays off next month, I'm going to go to a fucking church and cold approach between services because that is going to be excellent infield. Anyways, talk to normal girls. Talk to girls, you can grab their number, do the whole thing. If you want to talk to girls that you kind of know in the church, that goes into more social circle stuff. And social circle stuff is very, very different when it comes to the church because the churches are generally closed societies with a lot of gossip and backbiting and craziness going on. So you want to make sure that you don't destroy your reputation early before you get a chance to get hooks in to that community. Also, if you're part of that religious community, there's probably some things that you're not willing to do there that's going to get you kind of blackballed from there or judged from there or getting a lot of lectures from people there. So, avoid that stuff. But if you're congruent with your approach and you're congruent with who you are in that environment, feel free to go out and game as a normal day game venue. On the social side, there's one of two ways to do it. One, you can come across as a totally cool guy in that environment and then sort of get them off on dates and isolated to get more intimate time and better time to get to know each other. Great, awesome. Or you can actually come across as the bad boy and start attracting girls in that way. And I'm going to go into some way hardcore teaching on this stuff. I'll probably actually write it down in like a super long blog post because coming across as kind of the bad boy in that environment can net you some really, really good results with some really cool girls. And yeah, so we'll actually explore that later on when I have time to write all that down. Anyways, I answer questions like this every damn day on Pickup Daily, so tune in tomorrow. And if you're into live training, check me out on my U.S. tour around the country with my buddies at The Attractive Man. Check the card out there for the schedule. And I do this every damn day. So, until tomorrow, stay awesome and pimp those church girls.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading.